Hi, I'm Amanda Lee. I help motivated survivors and addicts to transform their lives. I myself am a survivor, and I'm also a recovering addict and alcoholic. Today, I'd like to talk with you about triggers. Triggers can often be like a runaway train. Something gets to us, and then it's not only like we run away and get angry about that one thing, but as if we have all of our baggage on that train too, and all of the people that have ever angered us in relation to whatever the emotion that has arisen from the trigger is. So sometimes it's not necessarily what that specific incident is that's triggering me or that could be triggering you that's really the problem. Sometimes I feel like I want to say it's not the bubble gum on the boots that is really the problem. Because I've been in a situation where I loaned my boots to someone and they accidentally got bubble gum on them and they forgot to get it off. And I was so angry about it. And when I look back on it now, it makes me laugh, where I can say it's never about the bubble gum on the boots. But what is it really about? Why am I getting triggered? So let's look at a really simple 4-step process that can help you look at why you're being triggered and to not let past incidences or people or resentments or pain control your life today. So the first question is, what is triggering you? So, why that's useful for me is that it helps me get right into the present. Because, as we've talked about before, and as I've written in other articles, often the problem is that I'm getting all over the place. I'm in the past or I'm in what this incident could mean to the future, and where my power really lies and where my capacity to focus is on the present. So we want to look at what specifically in this moment is triggering me. The second thing that you want to look at is, how am I reacting when I'm triggered? Now, this is something you can do after. Sometimes it's really difficult to look at ourselves and say, well, how am I reacting? Because often what happens? We're usually just reacting. So I'd like for you to think about that. What is it that I do when I'm reacting to triggers? Because what this can help you with is to create what I like to call an emotional bookmark, so that when you're in that same place, you'll know where you are because you've written it down before. And I do encourage you in these videos or in the articles, when you see questions, just get a notebook and write them down. Because sometimes what happens, since I am terminally forgetful, is that I'm not going to remember these things. So often attaching a kinesthetic reflection process, which means writing or typing, allowing our body to move in the reflection process, can also help us remember, because I can't only rely on my brain because it's like a sieve. So we've got question 1 and question 2. Let's move on to the third question. How would you like to behave when you're triggered? Since you already know what triggers you, how you often react to triggers, let's think about a solution. We can allow ourselves to be solution focused and focused on who we would like to become today. So, when you think about the answers to number 1 and the things that trigger you, reflect on how you would like to react in the future. I know myself, I would much rather be able to focus on the bubblegum on the boots. I'd much rather be able to focus on someone just happens to be late today, or there happens to be traffic, or that man jeered at me. I don't have to lose my composure. I don't have to go through a whole process of becoming completely disempowered because something has happened that doesn't go to Amanda's plan or doesn't go to how you need life to be. Because that's okay. We know that life isn't going to be perfect. And I need to be able to exist with life on life's terms so that I'm not turned upside down every time something doesn't go in a way that I feel like I need it to go so that I can have peace of mind. True peace of mind is, for me, being able to maintain serenity regardless of what's going on around me. So again, that third part of reflection is about how you would like to react or how you would like to be when you are triggered. And the fourth question is, what can help you pause and to have a moment of reflection when you are triggered? Why is that important? Because a trigger and a reaction is practically like an automatic runaway train. That's why I was mentioning that, because I really can't control it. But what I can do is learn about it. And often, this learning allows me to know, when I'm triggered, do I need help? Am I truly powerless? Because if I need help, then that's what question number 4 is gonna let me know. Perhaps I need to call someone. Maybe I need to pray, reach out to my higher power, get close with God, however you understand God to be. Or maybe meditation and breathing exercises. Maybe that's what works for you. It often works for me. If I can take some slow, deep breaths and ground myself again and really reclaim myself, my composure in the present, then it's easier for me to see what I'm triggered about and what the real issue is than globalizing the issue and letting this disease between my ears, these challenges that I deal with, grow tentacles and attach to so many other things. So I invite you to answer these questions. If you have any challenges, know that you can always get in touch with me on my Ask Me page on the website. And I wish you many blessings in your journey to healing. Thank you.